All right, Larry Krueger here at Levi Stadium from the Pig in a Pickle Krug Show with a little 49er video as we recap everything that happened down here on a Thursday in practice. Just got off the practice field. 49ers just finished up training camp practice number 2. Beautiful day out here, a little bit longer practice. There were definitely some guys that stood out today. Demarcus Robinson continues to shine. The veteran receiver who came over from the Rams is just a really good-looking player. The guy runs good routes. He makes tons of catches. Everything in his vicinity he catches. Just a kind of an unassuming receiver, veteran receiver, had 7 touchdowns last year. He's really good against man coverage. He's a veteran. He knows how to separate down the field. He's just a very savvy route runner. I mean, just a lot to like about Demarcus Robinson. And he made a couple really nice catches in practice today. We saw a little bit more of CMC today, and I thought Christian looked very healthy. I know there's a lot of talk about Christian and his health and what's his status and this and that. I thought he looked healthy today. He's definitely thickly muscled. He's definitely put on some muscle mass, I would say, in the last year. But he looked good. He looked good. He ran well. I don't think he was running at full speed, but I thought he looked pretty good. Now, he didn't look like Christian from 2023. But he's definitely looking better than a lot of people were like, oh, he looks really slow. I didn't see really slow, but he definitely is pretty thickly muscled, and it looks like he's taking it slow to start this camp. The highlight of the day, man, Mac Jones had a deep ball to Isaiah Neyor, who was being blanketed in what looked like triple coverage. It was definitely double coverage with a third defender in the vicinity, straight down the middle on a post pattern or a go pattern of some kind, just a deep ball down the middle of the field from Mac Jones to Isaiah Neyor. And Neyor went up in a crowd and came down with it. I mean, it was spectacular. This guy is really something, man. You got to really watch Isaiah Neyor. 6'4", 220 pounds, the rookie from Nebraska by way of Wyoming, by way of Texas. This guy went to Wyoming, had a good year there, put himself in the portal. Everybody wanted him. Texas got him. Then he tears his ACL. Then Isaiah Bond and other guys transferred to Texas, so he said, I got to get out of here, and he transferred to Nebraska. He was Dominic Raiola's receiver last year, and he had a real nice year for Nebraska. 6'4", 220 with 4.4 flat speed, 40-inch vertical, and 36-inch arms. And he has been making plays on the practice field that look like Randy Moss. So I don't know what to say, but man, he was fantastic today. And it wasn't the only catch Isaiah Neyor made, but that was the highlight catch. That was spectacular. Another guy who is fighting for a spot, doesn't have nearly the same kind of speed or size as not Russell Gage, but I forget the first name on Gage, but Gage, the receiver, the veteran receiver. And there was a Purdy had a really, I think it is Russell Gage. He had a really nice play going to Russell Gage. Gage is, healthy. He's a good route runner. He's got good hands. This guy was a very productive receiver in the ACC back in college. So look for him a little bit as well. He's not the highlight reel of Isaiah Neyor, but Russell Gage is definitely making a run at a roster spot. Neyor, as I said, made multiple catches. He had a couple other catches in the middle of the field. Tanner Mordecai on another play. The other guy that is really looking spectacular is Stone Blanton. And I'm laughing because, Stone Blanton, first of all, it's a great name, Stone Blanton. And he finished up at Mississippi State in the SEC, and he had games last year where he had 14 tackles. He had another game where he had 18 tackles. I believe Stone Blanton was second in the SEC in tackles. So when you're that productive in that great of a conference, you're always going to get my attention, especially if you're one of these middle of the field players. You have to have a certain amount of speed to play in the NFL, but I'm seeing a lot of production in this player. I'm seeing a player that's flowing in the right direction, that is talking on the field. He's very verbal. You can see he's real active at the line of scrimmage. communicating with the other linebackers where he's supposed to be. And he shows up at the football. Now, they haven't put pads on. It's hard to evaluate, linebackers and running backs without pads, but they haven't put pads on. But when they put pads on, I'm expecting this guy to do more of the same. He shows up at the football. Tanner Mordecai had a ball that was intercepted by Stone Blanton, and he ran it back for a touchdown. And it was a terrific interception by Blanton. We saw one yesterday from D. Winters. Today we saw one from Stone Blanton. Blanton's like 6'1", 230. He was a great baseball player. He's a great all-around athlete. But this guy just knows how to play. Somebody said he reminds him of a kind of a taller version of Chris Borland, who was a great Niner out of Wisconsin. I think a third-round pick, and then he played 1 year. He was phenomenal, and then retired. Stone Blanton. And it's funny, I asked Johnny Holland about him a few weeks ago, and Johnny was like, hey, he doesn't make the same mistake twice. He's like, there's a lot to really like about Stone Blanton. This guy knows how to play. He shows up at the football. So Niners have some good-looking linebackers right now. D. Winters looks good. Nick Martin looks good. Tatum Bethune is in the best shape of his life. And now remember this name, Stone Blanton. I'm telling you, man, as sure as I'm standing here, I'm telling you, that guy is going to produce in the preseason. He's going to make tackle after tackle after tackle. He's going to have probably a double-digit tackle game in the preseason. Look for a 10-tackle game from Stone Blanton. He's real. Now, he doesn't have a great NFL body. He's a little undersized by NFL standards, but, man, this guy is a good football player. Really good football player. Purdy had a beautiful pass to Kittle today. Nick Martin showed up and had some very athletic plays. Martin was flying around. Juwan Jennings played well today. We saw Juwan Jennings really look good. The starting safeties for the number ones were Jason Pinnock and Jair Brown. Jordan James had a couple plays where he really shows that he's so much faster on the field than he is for the stopwatch. Jordan James did not run a great 40 time, but, man, he is field fast. And he made a couple of really nice plays today. Once again, I would say what stood out today, there were a number of good plays. Demarcus Robinson stood out to me. Isaiah Neyor definitely is the highlight reel play. But I would say of the three guys, if you could say, hey, give me three guys from practice today that really stood out. Purdy's throwing the ball really well. He really is. There's a lot of zip on his passes. But I would say Demarcus Robinson standing out, Isaiah Neyor standing out, and Stone Blanton standing out. And if I had to go with a fourth guy, I'd probably go with the rookie linebacker, Nick Martin, who also is standing out. But to me, Isaiah Neyor and Stone Blanton were the two guys that I did not think we were going to be talking about. And we're going to be talking about these guys because Neyor is big, strong, fast, and talented, and Blanton has tremendous instincts. And all he does is make tackle after tackle after tackle and do the right thing down after down. So we'll have a full breakdown of the practice and everything that happened down here in Santa Clara on this Thursday later on. Thanks to Pig and a Pickle for being the title sponsor of the Krug Show. Thanks to Sharp Corners Sports Cards and Collectibles for sponsoring this video. Thanks to all of you guys for supporting the Krug Show on YouTube.